this is a relatively, I wouldn't say it's a new country, but the grape varieties have been around since the 1800s. But it is a really interesting country because it's very long and narrow, as you can see in the map here. There's the Andes Mountains to the east, the Pacific Ocean to the west, there's Antarctica to the south, and desert to the north. And because of all those conditions, Chile is pretty much landlocked. And many of their vineyards are planted on their own original roots, like no American rootstock, because there's little phylloxera in the country. And one of the things that's been known for many years is that the Central Valley, sort of this green area, has been where most of the vineyards have been planted originally in Chile. Central Valley have rich soils, produce good wines, but wines that tend to be at higher yields so that they're not making the best quality wines. So what's happened in more recent years is that people are going towards the coast and the blue areas here, and up in the Andes, at the foothills of the Andes over here. Red grapes, particularly in the foothills of the Andes, are making great structured wines with lots of aging potential. And then on the coast, you have cooler conditions ideal for white varieties and Pinot Noir, so Chardonnay and Sauvignon Blanc in particular. So the Sauvignon Blanc has been, again, introduced in the 1800s. And originally, it was planted with other varieties, one of which was Sauvignon Vert, which is the same as also called Sangiovanese, and Sauvignon Gris, which is a gray mutation of Sauvignon Blanc. At first, I didn't know which grape was which, but now they've been, in the last 20 years, they've identified pretty much which is which, and they've pulled out the lesser varieties and just kept Sauvignon Blanc. And that's really happened in the last 20, 30 years. They've also brought in better clones, so the quality is much better. And as a result, one of the things that really caught Chile by storm was they had a big market in the UK. The UK bought lots of their wines because they were originally priced very low, and they sold very easily, for 3 or 4 or 5 pounds a bottle. And that's part of what's going on today with globalization, that wines can be found all over the world. But what's now taking place is more international investment. People like Miguel Torres, Lafitte Rothschild family are in Chile now, and they're bringing more knowledge and resources to produce better and better wines. So the combination of all this has made Sauvignon Blanc even better than it's ever been. It's the second most widely planted variety in the country after Cabernet Sauvignon. And the key region is the region of Casablanca, which is this area right here. And then just south of it, these two more recent but up-and-coming areas, the San Antonio Valley and the Leda Valley. And the wine we're going to taste is from the Leda Valley.